Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tosif. Welcome to my channel. This channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. If you are here for the first time, welcome. I hope you will subscribe and stay connected. And if you like my video, if you like the live stream, then make sure that you hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. And those who are coming back to watch my live stream because you've watched my live streams before and you like to participate in the discussion, you like this channel, then please continue to support my channel. Okay? Hit the like button. And also for new viewers, make sure you subscribe because the live chat is in the subscriber only mode. So if you subscribe and stay subscribed for at least 5 minutes, then you will be able to participate in the live chat. And anyone who has been following my channel, you know that I participate in the live chat window. I see your questions, I see your comments, I respond. So it's more like a conversation. Although I may be the only person on camera, but these live streams, these are like, it's like a huge group conversation. Okay. Journey to Justice is here writing, evening everyone. Well, thank you for being here. Journey to Justice from Waukesha County. Thanks for joining. Rich is here. Freshly is here. Claudia is here. Hello, Claudia. Well, thank you for joining on a Friday night. This is the first Friday night after a massive election victory, right? Candy is here. Hi, Candy. First Friday night after a massive election victory. So amazing, so amazing. And this is going to be the first weekend after a historic win. So make sure you enjoy the weekend, okay? Enjoy the weekend, but also understand that going forward, there is going to be a lot of work to do. Yes, we have elected Donald Trump as the president. Yes, he is going to have a very solid cabinet of highly capable, highly skilled individuals, highly knowledgeable individuals, highly successful individuals who will be part of the Trump administration. But you know what? We also have to continue to stay active. It's a teamwork. You know, Donald Trump is not alone. Okay, he's going to have a great team. And by team, I don't mean just his cabinet members, his administration. No, we are all part of the Trump team. Yes, we are. Okay, millions and millions and millions of people across the country. We are all part of the Trump team, and we are going to have to work together to make America great again, okay? Just like we voted for Trump, we elected him, he is now the president-elect, and he's going to be sworn in as the President of the United States, 47th president, in January of 2024. But our work doesn't end. Trump needs us all on his team to be active, okay? Team Trump, yeah. When I say Team Trump, I mean it's not just who's going to be part of his administration. It's not just people who have, you know, been on his staff, his campaign. No, Team Trump is every American who supports Donald Trump, who believes in freedom, who loves this country. We are all Team Trump. So going forward, we are going to have to be very active. And that's why when people say, toss, if election's over, what are you going to do? You know, are you going to continue doing live streams? No, the work continues because, you know, you have to protect freedom at all times. At all times, you know, freedom is in front of you. And you have to, you know, make sure that freedom is protected. You cannot look away. You cannot turn and look somewhere else. No, you have to make sure that you're always protecting freedom. Okay? So we cannot stop doing what we do. All right? As freedom-loving Americans, wherever you are, whatever city, whatever state, okay? Regardless of race, religion, color of the skin, doesn't matter. We are all freedom-loving people. And we all have to continue to be active and work hard to make America great again. Do you agree with me, my friends? Please let me know. Please let me know. A viewer is saying, stop yapping. Okay, if you don't like what I'm saying, how about I put you in timeout? There you go. All right, viewer in timeout. Okay. If the viewer would have said, "Hey, Tosif, I don't agree with you," okay, rather than saying that, the viewer kind of in an insulting way wrote, "Stop yapping." I just put the viewer in timeout. Okay, no tolerance for insult. No more insulting. All right. If you voted for Kamala, and you're sad, but if you want to be a part of the conversation, okay, please join the conversation. But no more insulting, no more name calling. Okay. All right. William Miller is here. Hello, William. Hello, Frank, Debbie, Paul, and there are others. Sassy is here. Hello, Sassy. Okay. All right. So there's going to be a lot to discuss, but before that, I want to remind everyone, please subscribe. Okay? If you are watching this, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And those who are here, those who are watching, like this video. That's how you can support my channel. You can support this platform, okay? So if you love the discussion, if you love the channel, if you love participating, and you want to know, Tosif, how can we support this channel? Well, you can help it grow. And the way you help it grow is by liking this video and, just making sure you're subscribing if you have not subscribed yet, okay? All right, Cheryl is here. Jet is here. Jet, you must be so happy, Jet, right? Pennsylvania. I'm going to talk about Pennsylvania. I am going to talk about Pennsylvania today a little later in the live stream, so don't go anywhere, okay? We know that Trump has won Pennsylvania. So beautiful. So beautiful. All right. Okay. So, my friends, the Democrats are not happy. Okay? All right. Breaking news. The Democrats are not happy. And you may be thinking, Tosif, we know the Democrats are not happy. Okay? It's not breaking news. We know it. Okay? So why are you repeating that? We already know. It's old news. We've known it since the night of November 5th. The Democrats are not happy. All right. No, I understand. But what I really want to say is that the Democrats are now blaming each other. Okay. They're finger pointing. They're blaming each other. Everyone has opinions. They're saying, it's your fault. If we would have done this or if you would have done that, then we could have won. They're realizing finally. They are realizing finally what massive losses they faced. What massive losses they faced. I mean, it wasn't just that they lost the presidential election. Okay? It's more than the presidential election. They lost the majority in the Senate. Okay? Like when you look at a state like Pennsylvania, big state, as I kept saying, it is the largest prize out of all the battleground states, the largest prize on election night. And the Democrats lost Pennsylvania. They not only lost Pennsylvania in terms of the presidential election, but they lost the Senate race in Pennsylvania, the Democrats. And so they're realizing, as day goes by, every night The Democrats go to bed, and next morning they wake up, they open their eyes, and they realize it even more. Every day they realize it even more, uh, how massive their losses are. Massive losses. Jet writes, yes, sir, Bob Casey got fired. Yeah. You know, President Trump, um, before the election, when he was doing rallies, he would say, right, Kamala, you're fired, and the crowd would cheer. Well, the same applies in the case of Bob Casey. Bob Casey, Democrat senator, incumbent senator in Pennsylvania. The people of Pennsylvania, they voted. Okay, they went to the polling location, they voted, or they voted, they had the ballot, they chose the candidate they want in the Senate, and the message was, it was a collective. Bob Casey, you are fired. Okay, Bob Casey got fired. He's not happy about it. By the way, I'm not going to talk about Bob Casey just yet. I will be talking about Bob Casey in just a little bit, so stay here, all right? I've got a series of things I want to discuss, so I want to follow that order. So I'm going to be talking about Bob Casey in just a little bit, so stay here. John is here, and Terry is here. Terry, thank you for being here. I am so happy that you all continue to support this channel. Okay, 20 likes already in 11 minutes. This is wonderful. Okay, let's increase the number of likes. Geronimo is here. Hello, Geronimo. Thank you for being here. Paul, thank you for being here. Did I mention John? John, thanks. Texas Repo. AC Cruz, thank you for being here. My friends, the Democrats are pointing fingers at each other because they realize what a big defeat they have faced. What a big defeat. And now, let me talk about, all these prominent figures, these far left individuals, some of them call themselves progressive, far left, left leaning. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Shall we talk about Bernie? Do you want to talk about Bernie? Yeah, let's talk about Bernie, right? I mean, how can we not talk about Bernie Sanders, He said, Journey to Justice writes, Bernie. Yeah. There will be two Bernies in the Senate. Okay? One of them will be awesome Bernie, and one of them will be far left Bernie. Okay? We don't like far left. Okay? The awesome Bernie is Bernie Moreno from Ohio. Okay? Senator-elect Bernie Moreno from Ohio. So he's going to be the good Bernie. I should say not just the good Bernie, the great Bernie. Bernie Moreno is going to be the great, awesome Bernie in the Senate. And he's new, so he's going to be a new addition. But the left-wing Bernie, okay? The Bernie with all the awful policies, the Bernie, who's got all the bad ideas, the socialist Bernie, that is Bernie Sanders. So you want to make sure that you understand the differences between the two Bernies. Of course you understand the differences between the two Bernies, right? Bernie Moreno, Republican, awesome Bernie. We'll call him awesome Bernie. Going forward, Bernie Moreno is the awesome Bernie from Ohio. And Bernie Sanders, who has been there in the Senate for a very, very long time, okay? Bernie Sanders, or Bernie Sanders is the socialist Bernie. So two Bernies, Bernie Moreno, awesome Bernie, Republican Bernie, and then Bernie Sanders, far left, socialist Bernie, okay? We don't like his policies. We don't like his ideas, all right? We don't like socialism. All right. Now I'm going to talk about Bernie Sanders, not Bernie Moreno. We will talk about Bernie Moreno after he gets sworn in, okay? I'm sure he's going to do a really great job in the Senate. So Bernie Moreno from Ohio, we're going to talk about him. But right now, Bernie Sanders is saying that the Democratic Party has abandoned the working class. All right. Uh, uh, Chris from South Africa. Thank you for joining from South Africa. So Bernie Sanders has said that the Democratic Party has abandoned the working class and that the party is finding that the working class has abandoned them. Wow. Pretty tough words coming from Bernie Sanders. Socialist Bernie. Socialist Bernie is being very outspoken. He's criticizing the Democrat Party. It's so fun to watch, right? I mean, isn't it fun to watch the Democrats going after each other? I mean, technically, Bernie Sanders is not a Democrat, but we know he's a Democrat. He's far left. There are these few independent senators who basically side with the Democrats. So that's one of them's Bernie. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. All right. So technically, and I'm sure many of you knew, Bernie Sanders technically is an independent senator, but we know how independent he is. He's more left than the Democrats. Okay. Jim, thank you for being here. Jim from Illinois. Thanks for being here, Jim. I try to welcome everyone who's joining. The live chat is so wonderful now, right? Because you don't have those trolls here. The live chat. Do you love this live chat? Do you love this live chat? Yeah, Paul writes, Sanders is a communist. Journey to Justice is writing, my son lives in San Diego, ex-Marine. He voted for Trump. Well, thank you so much to your son for voting for Trump. This is great. Everyone loves the live chat now. Okay, no trolls. We can actually focus on the conversation. This is great. Okay, I'm sure the trolls are still watching. Okay, but the trolls hate me so much. They don't want to subscribe. Okay, they're probably watching, but they don't want to subscribe, and they know that they have to subscribe in order to participate in the live chat. So Jim writes, I love your passion and work, Tassif. Well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your support, Jim. Thank you. Daniel writes, Trump rules. So socialist Bernie Sanders is saying that the Democratic Party has abandoned the working class and that the party is finding that the working class has abandoned them. Okay, so this is what Sanders wrote in a social media post. He wrote, "It should come as no great surprise that a Democratic Party which has abandoned working class people would find that the working class has abandoned them." Here's what I will tell you, and you can let me know if you support my viewpoints here, okay? The Democratic Party was not about the working class. Okay, the Democrat Party, they did not care about the working class in the past, and they do not care about the working class now. They don't care about the working class, and that is the truth. That is the truth. Okay, the Democrat Party, they did not, and they do not care about the working class. For years and years, the Democrats, they have been doing this for a long time. They have been embracing the powerful elites. Okay? The Democrats have been embracing the powerful elites. I mean, just look at the campaign season that just ended. What did you see? Who did you see campaigning with the Democrats? Okay? Who campaigned with the Democrats? You saw Lady Gaga. You saw Taylor Swift supporting Kamala, right? You saw Oprah Winfrey, right? Supporting Kamala and other celebrities. It's a long list. It's a long list. All right? So you saw all these big celebrities, the rich, powerful celebrities, okay, supporting the Democrats, endorsing Kamala, okay, publicly endorsing Kamala, Beyonce. And while this was happening, while the celebrities were supporting the Democrats, they were endorsing Kamala, they were endorsing Tim Walz, Lazy Tim, his dream of becoming vice president, well, just remains a dream, right? Didn't become reality thanks to the people of this country. They rejected Kamala and Lazy Tim Walz, okay? So while you saw Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift and Oprah Winfrey and Beyonce, and there are others, while they were supporting Kamala and the Democrats, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people, working class people, freedom-loving Americans, hardworking Americans, they were standing in line for hours and hours and hours to attend a Trump rally. To attend a Trump rally. Okay? All right, let's see who else is here. All right. Dispatcher, Wendy is here. Ryan is here. Who else is here? Silver is here. Thanks for being here. Heidi is here. The more the better, you know. Please join the conversation. If you are watching and you have not participated in the live chat window, please do so, my friends. I understand it's Friday night. Friday night, the first Friday night after winning a historic election. I know a lot of people may be out there celebrating, right? Partying, hanging out with friends. That's all great. But if you are here, if you are watching, please support this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe. Okay. All right, Heidi, thanks for being here. All right. Ryan writes, I have to work tomorrow. Yes, I know. Many Americans work on the weekends, right? Of course, we do work on the weekends. So many people work on the weekends. Because, you know, we have to continue working, you know, no matter what profession you are in, whatever industry you work in, private sector, public sector, nonprofit, you know, we have to work. We have to do our best in our jobs because our efforts, whatever we do, wherever you work, you know, manufacturing, retail, government, nonprofit, IT, you know, wherever you work, as long as we do our best, we are helping make America great again, okay? So we have to continue to work. And I think now, all those people who are worried about their future, who are anxious, who suffered because of the economic problems over the last 4 years, now a lot of people are seeing hope, right? I think a lot of people are finding more energy to work because now they see that there is a possibility of a brighter future because Trump is going to be in the White House. Okay. Dispatcher writes, I stayed up all night. I was scared to go to sleep after 4 years. So dispatcher Wendy, are you a dispatcher? Do you work in emergency response? Because I see your screen name is Dispatcher Wendy. So I just thought I'll ask. What state are you from, Wendy? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Oh, you work in. Oh, you are a dispatcher. Okay. Well, Wendy, we really appreciate dispatchers. Um, you know, their service. You're from South Carolina. Okay. Their service is so important. We really appreciate people who work in emergency response. Okay. Uh, EMS, paramedics, firefighters, police, and dispatchers too. Dispatchers have really important work, right? When we run into a crisis, when there's an emergency, and you pick up the phone and you dial 911, okay, who do you talk to first? A dispatcher, right? So the role that a dispatcher plays, it is so important, so important. Okay, and really, I mean, during our most critical moments, when we are in a crisis, whether it's a fire, um, or it's a medical issue, whatever the emergency may be, you call 911. You speak to a dispatcher before you get to talk to an officer, before you get to talk to a firefighter. You talk to a dispatcher. So we really appreciate what dispatchers do. I have a lot of respect for dispatchers. So, everyone, let's just thank all those Americans who work in emergency response, including dispatchers. Okay, we must thank dispatchers. So, let's just show some appreciation for the work that dispatchers do. So, Wendy, thank you for joining, and thanks for what you do. Okay. We appreciate it. All right. So as I was saying, um, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Oprah Winfrey, and who else? Beyonce, and there are so many others. All these celebrities, they were out there supporting Kamala Harris, supporting the Democrats, and on one hand, you saw all these celebrities supporting Kamala and the Democrats. On the other hand, you saw working class people, hardworking Americans, middle class Americans, and also people in the lower income category, and all those people who are maybe employed, but they're still struggling to make ends meet because of inflation. People who are underemployed, people who are unemployed, people who were laid off because of the Biden-Harris administration and their terrible economic policies. All those people hoping for a better future, looking for a better life. Okay, people who suffered in the Biden-Harris economy, all those people standing in line for hours and hours and hours to get into a Trump rally. I mean, it is unbelievable how Americans stood in line for hours and hours and hours. Okay? And we're talking like 8 hours, 10 hours longer. And we saw, if there's a Trump rally tomorrow, people start lining up today. We saw that, right? So that is the overwhelming love and support that Trump received from the real American people, the hardworking people, the average Americans, the everyday Americans, not celebrities, not celebrities. Yes, many celebrities supported Trump, but the victory that we see, the massive victory, the big election victory, it is possible because of the support from everyday Americans. Everyday Americans overwhelmingly supported Trump, and they support Trump. But on the Democratic side, you see the celebrities, the elites, we call them, right? All right, let's see. Let's see some comments. Okay. Simon is here. Hello, Simon. Thanks for being here. And so the Democrats are finally realizing that their strategy didn't work. You know, the Democrats, they really did not represent the everyday Americans, and they do not represent the Americans. And even in the future, I think they are not going to represent the everyday Americans. You know, they are detached. The Democrats are detached from the reality that everyday Americans face. While people and their finances, you know, people's finances were being crushed under the burden of inflation, the Democrats kept saying, oh, what a great economy. What a great economy. They were talking about success and how great the economy is, while everyday Americans were struggling because of inflation. All right? The Democrats were out there pushing green energy, renewable. How lovely it sounds, renewable. They talk about renewable. Oh, we love renewable energy. Green New Deal, Green New Scam. Green New Scam. While the Democrats were pushing Green New Scam, everyday Americans were struggling because of high gas prices. Green New Scam. The American people rejected Green New Scam in the 2024 election. What a scam. One of the greatest scams, okay, in the history of, you know, Washington politics. One of the greatest scams in the history of Washington politics, the Washington Democrats coming up with Green New Scam. And they thought that they could sell this to the American people. And the American people said, no, we're not buying it. And they said, Kamala, you are fired. Green New Scam. So the American people rejected the Democrats. They rejected Green New Scam. And, you know, now there's finger pointing in the Democrat Party. There's finger pointing in the Democrat Party. They're all blaming each other. All these Washington Democrats, they are all responsible for their own losses. They're all responsible. They're pointing finger at each other like everyone's innocent. Okay, they were trying to say, it's not my fault, it's your fault. You should have done this. It's not my fault. You know, you said this, you did this, or you did not do this. So they're pointing finger at each other. I mean, Bernie Sanders is saying the Democrat Party has abandoned the working class, but Bernie Sanders himself, he doesn't care about the working class. I mean, Bernie Sanders is trying to present himself as this noble figure who cares about the working class, and now he's saying, oh, the Democrats don't care about the working class, and he's trying to like separate himself and try to maintain his image desperately. He's trying to show that, oh, he cares about he doesn't care about the working class. Bernie Sanders doesn't care about the working class. Anyone who believes in socialism, who believes in communism, does not care about the working class. Okay? Because socialism is about keeping everyone poor. Socialism is basically spreading poverty. Okay? Socialism means distributing poverty. So Bernie Sanders, the socialist, Bernie Sanders, his ideal world, okay? This is the ideal world for Bernie Sanders, okay? So if Bernie Sanders had supreme power, if he could create a society, okay, on his terms, it would be a society where everyone's poor. Where everyone's poor. And the first thing that people do when they wake up in the morning is they go out and stand in a bread line. You stand in a line for food. And by the way, that's a bread line where you don't get to choose what kind of bread you want. Okay? You all get the same bread. That's the kind of society Bernie Sanders wants. Okay, so you're gonna think, oh, I want sourdough, right? Or I want, white bread, or I want whole grain. Okay, no. You don't get to choose. All right, whatever the big bloated government's going to produce, that same bread, it's gonna be rock hard. Okay, your teeth will probably fall off if you try to bite into that bread that the government's going to produce for you. Okay, you probably can't even eat it, but that's the bread that everyone's gonna get, and that's the world according to Bernie Sanders. Does it make sense? If you're thinking, Toss, if you're wrong, you can tell me. All right, I mean, the world according to Bernie Sanders is a socialist communist world where you don't have any choice. All right, now you can go and buy the kind of shampoo you want, right? I mean, when you look at a store shelf, it is beautiful. You got so many options for shampoo. You've got curly hair, you've got colored hair, you've got silky hair, straight hair, oily hair, whatever, short hair, long hair. You can buy whatever kind of shampoo you want. You buy one, you don't like it, next time you go buy something else. But the world according to Bernie Sanders is a world in which the government is going to produce only one kind of shampoo, probably not great quality. Probably it's going to hurt more than it helps. The kind of shampoo that you use once and your skin starts itching, and then you have to go see a doctor because there are all kinds of harmful chemicals in the shampoo. That's the kind of shampoo that would be produced if the government started producing shampoo. Okay? But that's the kind of world that socialists want. Only one kind of bread, only one kind of shampoo, all right? Only one kind of soap, all right? You get the same soap that you're going to, shower with, and the same soap that you're going to use for cleaning your dishes, all right? It's the same soap. That's the socialist world. I mean, if you are thinking you are going to get, dishwashing detergent, and then you're going to get a different kind of, liquid soap for your skin, forget it. It's the same soap. It's the same kind of, liquid soap, whatever, that you're going to wash your dishes with, that you're going to use for taking a bath. It's the same thing. All right? So that's the world according to socialists like Bernie Sanders. I mean, do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? And if you've got a pet and you want to give your pet a bath, it's the same soap you're going to use. The one that you're going to use for doing dishes, the one that you're going to use for your own skin is socialists would want you to use the same soap for giving your cats and dogs a bath. All right? I mean, socialists, they don't want choice. They want to eliminate choice. They want to eliminate choice. That's socialism. That is socialism. And Bernie Sanders is a socialist. And now Bernie Sanders is saying that the Democratic Party has abandoned the working class. Well, yes, the Democratic Party never cared about the working class. And Bernie Sanders himself, he calls himself an independent. He doesn't care about the working class. He doesn't care about the working class. Those who care about the working class, they believe in a free market economy. Those who care about the working class, they believe in a free market economy. A free market economy. Demand and supply, where we demand products and services, and the market and producers will produce that product. They will provide that service. Businesses will compete to provide better quality products and services at a lower cost. There's competition. The successful businesses will grow and achieve economies of scale and produce products at even lower price. That's competition. And we, the consumers, we will benefit from lower prices and higher quality products. And so that is how the market economy works. Free society, free market economy. Okay? So the Democrats, when Sanders says, Bernie Sanders, when he says the Democratic Party has abandoned the working class, well, I say the Democratic Party never cared about the working class, and they don't care about the working class. And in the near future, I don't think they're going to care about the working class. And the working class has rejected the Democrat Party because the working class, they understand that Democrat Party is the party of false promises. False promises. False promises. The Democrat Party is the party of false promises. So, for years, the Democrats have been embracing powerful elites. That's what they have been doing. And the Republicans are the party of the working class Americans. The Republican Party is the party of common sense. Do you agree with me, my friends? Do you agree with me? I say a lot of things, and I just want to know who agrees with me. If you agree with me, please let me know. And if you are here for the first time and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, my friends. That's how you can support this channel. I know it's Friday night, okay? And I appreciate whoever is here, okay? Whoever is here, you're taking time out of your schedule. You know, you could be out having fun, you know, spending time with family and friends, celebrating this massive victory, but you are here listening to me. I appreciate that, you know. I like celebrating with you. This is celebration for me. All right. Thank you. Dee Dee is here. Thank you. Edwin is here. Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate that very much. Okay. 56 likes in 42 minutes. Thanks so much, my friends. Okay. Now, after seeing this statement from Bernie Sanders, the Democrat National Committee was not happy. See, when I say finger pointing, this is what's happening. Okay, this is what is happening. Bernie Sanders had some tough words for the Democrat Party, and DNC, the Democrat National Committee, they were not happy. The Democrat National Committee chair, Jamie Harrison, was not happy about Bernie's statement, and so Jamie Harrison countered. Okay, and Jamie Harrison praised Joe Biden, and you know, he came up with a list like Joe Biden did this, Joe Biden did that, so he was defending Joe Biden. And Jamie Harrison, chair of DNC, he was not happy about the comments that Bernie Sanders made. And then Nancy Pelosi, you will not believe this. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. Nancy Pelosi is now blaming Joe Biden. That is true. That is true. Nancy Pelosi is now blaming Joe Biden. Can you believe that? Nancy Pelosi is saying that if Joe Biden would have gotten out of the presidential race sooner, then there may have been other candidates in the race, meaning she's suggesting that an open primary would have been better. An open primary. Yeah, you remember how the Democrat Party elites, they installed Kamala Harris as the nominee. There was no competition. There was no open primary to determine who would be the nominee after Biden dropped out. And I talked about this. I talked about that on this channel. I did. I said, by the way, today I've got my Wisconsin cup. Those who didn't notice it yet, yeah, you love it, right? I love it too. So I talked about it on this channel. I said that the Democrat Party, they call themselves Democrat Party, like they believe in democracy and democratic process. No, they don't believe in democratic process. They don't. They installed Kamala Harris without any competition. Okay? And now Nancy Pelosi is trying to blame Joe Biden by saying that if Joe Biden would have gotten out sooner. Okay, now it's Joe Biden's fault. Like, Joe, why did you drop out late? You should have gotten out of the race sooner. Obviously, they're blaming each other. Finger pointing, that's what's going on among the Democrats. Finger pointing. Who's going to blame who? I mean, it's kind of fun to watch. It is fun to watch. I mean, they can blame each other all day long. And, just make sure that you have popcorn and your favorite beverage ready, okay? Your favorite beverage, popcorn and soda. However, soda is not so healthy, right? There's a lot of sugar in soda. I mean, I drink soda every now and then, but get your popcorn ready and maybe get some apple juice, right? A healthier option. Or orange juice or whatever, okay? Or mixed juice, some kind of a non-alcoholic cocktail. Get something healthy. And with your popcorn, just sit and watch. Sit and watch the Democrats blaming each other. Sit and watch the Democrats blaming each other. It's going to, Texas Repo writes, beer is better. Well, get some beer. Yeah, get some beer if you want. Whatever you like, okay? You don't have to listen to my suggestion. But all I recommend is just, Keeper writes, my favorite beverage is mineral water with just a little bit of apple juice. Yeah, that's actually a much healthy option. You're getting water, a little bit of apple juice for some flavor. That means, you can enjoy the drink and it's not too sugary either. So that's pretty good. Whatever, you want to drink beer, drink beer. You want to drink soda, go ahead. No problem. You want to get some juice, do it. Popcorn or something else, chicken nuggets, whatever you want. Get some food, get some beverage, and sit and enjoy. Sit and enjoy. The Journey to Justice is writing gallon of ice cream. Okay. Gallon of ice cream sounds great, but it's going to be a lot of sugar, okay? So, I don't know. We got to stay healthy. Scott Wells writes, super cool jacket tosser. Thank you. I've got 2 leather jackets right now. I had more leather jackets in the past. I had a really good leather jacket. It kind of became old, and so I don't have it anymore. I had a white jacket. That was also pretty good. Now I have 2 leather jackets. This is the darker shade. I really like it. I have another one that's a little lighter shade. I don't think I've worn it in front of camera during a live stream, so maybe next time. But thank you for liking my jacket. Yeah. So as I was saying, get some food, get some beverage, and sit and enjoy the Democrats blaming each other. I mean, this is more fun than any reality show you're going to watch. I mean, there are so many reality shows, right? I mean, so many reality shows out there. Some of those are really fun to watch. Some of them not so much. But if you want the greatest reality show, okay, then just see the Democrats see the Democrats blaming each other. Okay? And you can actually watch some of those networks that you otherwise wouldn't watch. The networks on which the Democrats usually appear, right? I'm not naming names here, but watch some of those other networks that lean towards the Democrats, because now you have to watch the Democrats appear for interviews on those different shows on the left-leaning TV networks, because they're going to be appearing and for different interviews and different segments, and they're going to be blaming each other. Okay? Go ahead and watch some of those other networks. I'm not talking about the conservative ones. Watch the left-leaning ones where you'll get to see more Democrats, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch them blame each other. Okay, this Democrat's going to blame, only if we would have done that, or only if they would have listened to my idea, only if they would have done this sooner, only if they would have implemented this strategy, oh, we should have done this, or that should have happened, no one listened. I mean, they're going to come up with all kinds of excuses. Each Democrat is going to try to defend himself or herself and blame somebody else. This is going to be so fun. So get your food, get your beverage, and just have fun. Have fun, my friends, okay? You want some reality show, you're going to get some reality TV over the next few weeks and months. All the finger pointing. It's going to be so much of fun. All right? Just watch it. All right. So let them blame each other, because the Democrats are so sad that they lost control of the White House. Simon is leaving. Simon, thanks for joining. I hope you can come back and watch a future live stream. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate it. Okay, so the Democrats lost control of the White House, and they also lost the majority in the United States Senate. How many times did I say, my friends? How many times? I mean, I was repeating so much that some people even said, toss if you're repeating. You're repeating. You're saying the same thing over and over again. I kept repeating that we have to regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. We have to regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. The Republicans have to regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. How many times did I say that? Do you remember that I kept saying it? Please let me know. Do you remember it? How many times I kept saying the same thing over and over again? And some of you probably got tired of listening to me say it. But I said, this is so important. I have to keep repeating it. We have to regain the majority in the U.S. Senate. Because I wanted to make sure that those who go and vote for Trump, they're not just going and voting for Trump, but that in addition to voting for Trump, that they also vote down ballot, vote for the Republicans, vote for your Senate candidate. And my friends, that has happened. That has happened. We are now in the Senate majority. Well, not right now, because it's still the same old Congress, but starting in January, officially, we will be in the Senate majority. We will be in the Senate majority. It is going to be so wonderful. And Montana, we gained a Senate seat. Ohio, we gained a Senate seat. West Virginia, we gained a Senate seat. Pennsylvania, we gained a Senate seat. We're still waiting for the results from Arizona and Nevada. Okay? I don't know what's going on in Arizona and Nevada. Okay? The only thing I can think of, Arizona and Nevada, they have to focus on their math. Okay, their math skills. They have to focus on math skills. Okay, they need to learn how to count those officials who are running the elections. I'm not talking about the general people. Arizona and Nevada, the general people, they are very smart. But I'm talking about the election officials. All right, they have to count. They have to learn how to count. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how, they got to start from scratch. Okay, go back to, like, I don't know, kindergarten or something. All right? Okay? Go back and start learning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count from 1 to 100. Then to 200. Okay? Figure out how many zeros are there in 100. Figure out how many zeros are there in 1000. They have to learn math. My friends, math skills are so important. You got to learn math. Okay? You have to know how to count. In Arizona and Nevada, math skills, really, I think there's a big issue there. All right? We gotta go and really, I mean, figure out what's going on. Why is it taking so long? Okay, are they messing up the math or what? Like, this is November the 8th. Here in the Central Time Zone, we're approaching midnight. It's going to be November the 9th, and we still don't know who's the winner, Sam Brown or Rosen. In Nevada, Arizona, we still don't know if it's Rubin or Carrie Lake. We don't know. What's going on? I mean, really, somebody has to do a study on the state of the Nevada and the school system and what's going on. Like, why do these election officials, why don't they, why did they fail math or what? Really, it is unbelievable. And this is not like tough math. So what is going on? Really, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Focus on math. All right. Those election officials in Nevada and Arizona, they have to revisit school. They have to go back to the basics and learn math. Learn how to count. Start from 1. Okay, start from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Math is so essential. I mean, I wonder when they go to grocery stores, those election officials, and when the cashier tells them, oh, it's $57.20, like, how do they count? How do they, like, when they take out cash, how do they count? Do they count or not? You count the money, right? Why can't they count the votes? Well, what takes them so long? It is unbelievable. I don't know what is going on. Okay? I mean, we are the greatest country in the world, and we've got Nevada and Arizona. They cannot count the ballots. Well, Nevada, the people in Nevada should be able to count, right? The election officials, I mean, particularly in Nevada. You know why? Because Nevada has got all those big casinos. People go and play, they win the jackpot, they win millions of dollars and stuff. So the folks in Nevada should understand math better than anybody else, right? I mean, they have to count all those dollars. They are running those businesses. So I expect Nevada to be great at math. To be great at math. And I love Nevada. I do. I really do. Okay, Nevada is such a beautiful state. So beautiful. Las Vegas, awesome. So what is taking so long for those election officials to figure out, who's the winner? All right. Let's see. Okay, so, but going back to what I was saying, going back to the original discussion, the Democrats have faced tremendous losses, and now they are pointing finger at each other. And I kept saying that we have to regain the majority in the United States Senate, and I'm so glad that we did regain the majority in the US Senate, the Republicans, okay? And I strongly believe, although we are waiting for some final results, I strongly believe, uh, that the Republicans will also keep the majority in the House of Representatives. The Republicans have regained the majority in the US Senate, and I believe that the Republicans will also maintain the majority in the House of Representatives, although it might be a very slim majority, but I think we will be the majority in the House of Representatives. We were and we will be, okay? So in the current Congress, we are the majority, and in the new Congress, I'm very confident that we will continue to be in the majority in the House of Representatives. And Mike Johnson will continue being the speaker. That is my hope. Okay, Mike Johnson's been a great speaker so far. I think he's going to do great in the new Congress with Donald Trump in the White House and the Republicans in the majority in the Senate. Okay. Scott is writing, this guy Tausif, he should run for politics. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so very much for your vote of confidence. All I kept saying is that I am not on the ballot in 2024, but I didn't say anything about the future because who knows what the future has, right? Who knows what the future has? So I didn't comment about the future, and I still don't comment about the future, but I kept saying, and you've probably heard me say this, I said, I am not on the ballot in 2024. Okay, you're not going to see my name on the ballot in 2024. I'm not running in 2024. About the future, who knows, right? I hear a lot of great comments, great encouraging words. I hear a lot of great encouraging words from so many wonderful American patriots who support my channel. So I appreciate it. I really do. Okay. So yeah, we'll see what the future has. We'll see what the future has. So I'm reading some of your comments, and I'm really touched by all the great comments I see. Really, I mean, I'm your words really touch me. Okay. Keeper writes, well, you definitely outsmarted Alan Lichtman. I expressed to you my thoughts. Okay. I discussed about Alan Lichtman's prediction back in September when Alan Lichtman said that the Democrat candidate would win the White House. And Alan Lichtman obviously has a great reputation for making correct predictions, but I said, no, it's going to be different. It's going to be Trump. Okay, so I did not agree with Alan Lichtman's analysis because you know what? We see that people have these polls, they have got all these methods, they do surveys, and they've got different models that they create to figure out who's going to win, who's not going to win. They make all these predictions. But I listen to Paul. I see your comment, Paul. I see your comment, Paul. Paul, what state are you in? Would you remind me? I am really touched by Paul's comment. Very much, Paul. Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul. This is really like the highest honor. What Paul just wrote. Paul, what state you are in? I'm just curious. Let me know, Paul. people come up with these pundits. They come up with all these. Paul, you're from Wisconsin. Where in Wisconsin, Paul? Please remind me. I think you may have mentioned in the past. Um, I probably forgot. So let me know again, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. So I listen to my instincts. I pay attention to my observations. So Paul, you are from Walworth County. It's a beautiful place, Paul, where you live. I know exactly where it is. I've been there, and it's right at the Wisconsin-Illinois border in Walworth County. Lovely place. Lovely place, Paul. Walworth County is an amazing county. It's a great county, Paul. Am I correct, Paul? Yeah. And anyone out there, if you want to know about a really amazing, so Paul just mentioned where Paul is from in southern Wisconsin. Paul is in Sharon, Wisconsin, is in Walworth County, and for anyone who is from outside of Wisconsin, if you want to find out more about Walworth County, just go look up Walworth County. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful, and very Republican. All right, very Republican. Walworth County, very, very Republican. A lot of great people live in Walworth County. I love Walworth County. So many places. I mean, the communities are very nice in Walworth County. If you want to go to Lake Geneva, great place. Look up Lake Geneva. If you are visiting Wisconsin, you have to go to Walworth County. You have to go to Lake Geneva and Fontana and Williams Bay. Amazing places, okay? Great community. You go to Delavan, Wisconsin, great community. You go to Sharon, Wisconsin, really, really, really great place, okay? And there's also another community named Whitewater, Wisconsin. It's a campus community. There's a university there, and you know what happened to Whitewater, Wisconsin? And Paul, you know this already, because of the illegal immigrants. All right, all these illegal immigrants who entered the country because of the Biden-Harris open border policy. A lot of illegal immigrants, they ended up in Whitewater, Wisconsin. And in Whitewater, I mean, that community is facing tremendous challenges dealing with a massive influx of illegal immigrants. So you have got this beautiful county, Walworth County, Wisconsin, okay, and Whitewater, a wonderful community, is now facing tremendous challenges because of this massive influx of illegal immigrants. So Whitewater is facing tremendous burden, is under tremendous pressure, and Whitewater has been in the news, but it's just sad. It is tremendously sad to see what the Biden-Harris open border policy has done to communities like Whitewater, and when you look at the county that Whitewater is in, Walworth County, such a beautiful county. But now, obviously, there are challenges there because of what happened to Whitewater. Okay. So, Paul, am I correct? Right? Let me know. So, Paul, thank you so much for your support, for your vote of confidence, for your wonderful words, and for your encouragement. Thank you, Paul. Sharon, Wisconsin, really great place, beautiful community. Okay, so as I was saying, Republicans have regained the majority in the Senate, and I strongly believe that Republicans will continue to be the majority in the House of Representatives. And so clearly the Democrats are in a panic mode right now. They are blaming each other. They are finger pointing. That is what is going on. That is what is going on. The Democrats, okay? They are in crisis. So I will talk to you now about what the Democrats are trying to do. The Democrats, they want Justice Sonia Sotomayor, liberal justice Sonia Sotomayor, to retire. The Democrats are putting pressure on Justice Sonia Sotomayor so that she retires. She's a liberal justice, and you may be thinking, like, what is going on? Why are they putting pressure on Justice Sonia Sotomayor? Sonia Sotomayor is a liberal. Well, let me tell you what is going on. Sonia Sotomayor became a Supreme Court justice when Barack Obama was the president many years ago. Barack Obama is the one who nominated Sonia Sotomayor for that position, for the position of a Supreme Court justice. So Sonia Sotomayor, she has been on the court for many years, and now she's facing pressure from the Democrats. The Democrats want Sonia Sotomayor to retire. And I'll go into details about why that is. By the way, my friends, we are 1 hour, 11 minutes into this live stream. So far, 9,200 viewers have watched this live stream. So on a Friday night, in 1 hour, 11 minutes, more than 9,200 viewers. This is really wonderful. So I want to continue to thank you all for your support. As we move forward, the number of viewers is going up. Now it's more than 280 people watching. So thank you so very much for all your support. Okay, I am just 2 subscribers short of 8,300 subscriber mark. So I'm hoping we will surpass 8,300 subscribers, that milestone tonight. But we want to get to 10,000 as soon as possible, right? We want to get to 10,000 as soon as possible. We want this community to grow. So I appreciate all your support. So Sonia Sotomayor, the Democrats want Sonia Sotomayor to retire so that Joe Biden can nominate a replacement, and so that the current Democrat-controlled Senate can confirm that nomination. That's what they want. Because Sonia Sotomayor is a senior citizen. She's elderly. She has been on the court for many, many years. Like I said, it was during the Obama administration when Sonia Sotomayor was confirmed to become a justice on the Supreme Court. So she has been there for a while. And so what the Democrats want is, if she retires now, because Biden is still the president, right? Biden is going to be the president, this month, in December, also in January, before the new Congress starts, right? Before, Donald Trump gets sworn in. So Biden is going to be the president until then. The Senate is still in Democrat control, obviously, because this is the current Senate. The new senators will be sworn in next year, and then we will have a Republican-controlled Senate, Republican majority Senate. Right now, it's a Democrat-controlled Senate. So what the Democrats want is, they want Sonia Sotomayor to retire now so that Joe Biden can nominate a replacement, and so that the Democrat-controlled Senate can confirm that nomination. Okay? Here's what I think. You want to know what I think, right? I think that Sonia Sotomayor should retire, but I think that she should retire after January 20th of 2025. If Sonia Sotomayor wants to retire, I think she should retire after January 20th of 2025. I mean, do you agree with me? Let me know if you do. Okay? I mean, she can retire. That is fine. If she wants to retire, she can retire, but do that after January 20th of 2025. Okay? Retire after Donald Trump gets sworn into office. Right? Steve writes, yes, absolutely. So Sonia Sotomayor should not retire now. Just like stay for two more months. Okay. All right. Don't listen to the she should not listen to the Democrats. She should stay for 2 more months, 2.5 more months. If she wants to retire, she should do that after January 20th of 2025, because that's when Donald Trump's inauguration will be. And if Sonia Sotomayor retires, I want President Donald J. Trump, to nominate Justice Sotomayor's replacement. I want Donald Trump to nominate somebody for that position if Justice Sonia Sotomayor retires. And I want the Republican majority Senate to work on that nomination. Okay? So I want Donald Trump to nominate a solid conservative to be a justice on the U.S. Supreme Court if Sonia Sotomayor retires, okay? But that's not what the Democrats want. The Democrats, they want Sonia Sotomayor to retire immediately so that Joe Biden can nominate a replacement. The Democrats want to put a new justice on the Supreme Court while they still have the Democrat majority in the Senate, while they still have a Democrat president. Because starting in January of 2025, the Democrats are going to lose the control of the Senate, and Donald Trump is going to be the president. He is the president-elect now. And so the Democrats are sad, and they feel a sense of urgency. And that is why they're saying that Sonia Sotomayor should retire so that Joe Biden can nominate a replacement. So, my friends, the Democrats, they remember Donald Trump's first term in office when Donald Trump nominated 3 candidates for Supreme Court justice positions. And all 3 were confirmed by the U.S. Senate. And who are these 3 justices? Justice Neil Gorsuch, Justice Brett Kavanaugh, Justice Amy Coney Barrett. All 3 nominated by Donald Trump and confirmed by the U.S. Senate. So if Sonia Sotomayor retires sometime over the next 4 years, starting in January, going 4 years into the future from January 2025, then Donald Trump will get to nominate a replacement for that position. Of course, we also, starting in January of 2025, we will have the Senate majority, okay? And we will have that Senate majority for at least 2 years. Why do I say at least 2 years? Because this Senate majority that we have as a result of the 2024 election, this Senate makeup will be there for 2 years. Because in 2026, there will be another round of Senate elections in the midterms, during the midterm election. And so in 2026, we have to make sure that we also win the Senate races in 2026 so that we can hold on to the Senate majority in 2026 and going beyond 2026, okay? So we also have to focus on the midterm Senate elections in 2026. So we have to start thinking about 2026. But given the results of the November 2024 election, we have the Senate majority for 2 years, from starting in January 2025 for the next 2 years, and then depending on the November 2026 midterm election, that will determine what the Senate makeup will look like for the next 2 years. Okay, so we have some very senior justices on the Supreme Court right now. You look at Sonia Sotomayor; she's a senior. Justice Clarence Thomas, Justice Sotomayor is a senior citizen. She's elderly. Justice Clarence Thomas, he's also quite senior. Justice Samuel Alito, he's also quite senior. So there is a possibility that there could be some retirements, okay? Some Supreme Court justice retirements over the next 4 years. And if that's the case, then Donald Trump would get to nominate the replacements. If Supreme Court justices retire over the next 4 years, starting in January over the next 4 years, then Donald Trump will get to nominate the replacements. And I highlighted this matter prior to the November 2024 election. I said that it's extremely important for Donald Trump to win the presidency so that we can hold on to the conservative majority on the Supreme Court. And if Kamala Harris would have won, then the Democrats would try to bring changes to the structure of the Supreme Court, and they would try to fill the court with far left justices. But we want to make sure that the conservative majority on the court continues, okay? And so, my friends, let me now talk about a different topic. Earlier on, I had said that I'll talk about Pennsylvania. So I will now talk about Pennsylvania. There's a lot to talk about when we talk about Pennsylvania. Let's see. All right, let's see. Hold on. All right, my friends, I have to make an adjustment here on the screen on my end. Okay. All right. Oh, I missed a lot of comments here. I missed a lot of comments. Well, thank you for participating in the live chat. I so very much appreciate it, my friends. Hold on. I'm going to drink some water. By the way, please subscribe if you have not done so already, okay? Subscribe to this channel, my friends. Subscribe and participate in the live chat. I really appreciate it. All right, we are 1 hour and 22 minutes into the live stream, and more than 12,100 people have viewed this live stream. More than 12,100 for a Friday night. This is great. This is great. All right. Okay, so my friends, let's talk about Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania Senate race has been called. The U.S. Senate race in Pennsylvania has been called. Dave McCormick, the Republican candidate, is the winner. You already know that, right? You already know. Do you already know? I mentioned it, right? Dave McCormick, the Republican candidate for U.S. Senate, he is the winner of the U.S. Senate race in Pennsylvania. And Democrat incumbent Senator Bob Casey lost. Bob Casey lost. Incumbent Democrat Senator Bob Casey, running for re-election, he lost. And you know what? He refuses to concede. He does not want to accept the loss. He's not going to concede. He's not going to concede. Bob Casey still thinks that he can somehow win. He thinks there's going to be some miracle and he's going to win. Come on. The race has been called. Okay? The race has been called. So Bob Casey, if he's still thinking he's going to win, somehow some magic, some miracle is going to happen, and he's going to win re-election. Well, the race is over. Dave McCormick is the winner. The race has been called. So Bob Casey is dreaming right now. He is dreaming. He's dreaming of a victory that is not possible. Okay? So earlier today, I saw that Bob Casey, on his X account, formerly known as Twitter, it's called X app, there was a post published from his account. And it says, Pennsylvania is the birthplace of our democracy. We must ensure that the voice of every voter from across our Commonwealth is heard in this election. Okay. The voice of the voters of Pennsylvania, the voices have been heard, and the voices of the voters in Pennsylvania, the voices have said, Bob Casey, you are fired. Okay? The Pennsylvania voters have spoken. The voices of the voters of Pennsylvania, all those voices in a chorus, all those voices together collectively in a chorus said, Bob Casey, you are fired, but Bob Casey does not want to accept the defeat. Okay? Bob Casey does not want to accept the defeat. This is so sad. This is so sad. Bob Casey still thinks he can win somehow. I mean, the race has been called. It's done. Dave McCormick is the winner. The people of Pennsylvania have decided. They have voted for Dave McCormick. They have elected Dave McCormick as the new U.S. Senator from Pennsylvania. And Bob Casey still thinks he can win. Come on. This election is over. Bob Casey has lost. Bob Casey doesn't want to give up power. He does not want to leave his Senate seat. That's why he's saying that, we must ensure that the voices of every voter from across our Commonwealth is heard in this election. That is exactly what happened. The voices of the voters of Pennsylvania in this election have been heard, and the voices have said, in a loud chorus, the voices have said, Bob Casey, you're fired. Okay? So, I mean, it is quite ridiculous. Bob Casey can keep dreaming. He can wait. The election results will not change. Dave McCormick is the winner. Dave McCormick is the senator-elect from Pennsylvania. All right. Here's another important update that I want to share with you, my friends. As I said previously, going forward, we are going to hear lots of updates about people who Donald Trump will pick for various cabinet positions. And now it is being reported that Congressman Mike Rogers is being considered for the position of the Secretary of Defense. Share with me your thoughts on this. We are going to learn a lot more over the next few days, over the next few weeks. Every day, there's anticipation about who Donald Trump is going to pick for this position, for that position, for that position. There are many positions to be filled in the new Trump administration. And so we will get lots of updates, and I will try to bring to you the latest information. And that is one reason I am asking you to please stay connected to my channel. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Subscribe, my friends. 84 likes on this video already in 1 hour, 29 minutes, not even 1 hour, 30 minutes yet. 85 likes right now. Help me get to 100. That will be very, very awesome. Okay. Amanda is here. Amanda, glad to see, Amanda, that you're here. Thank you for joining. Friday night. It's still Friday night here in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm in the central time zone. For some of you, it may already be Saturday morning. Swaggy is here. Hello, Swaggy. Thank you for being here. My friends, please subscribe if you have not done so already. So as I was sharing with you this latest news update, Congressman Mike Rogers is being considered for the position of the Secretary of Defense. This is a new report. And I think we all understand that this is one of the most important cabinet positions. Secretary of Defense. One of the most important cabinet positions, Secretary of Defense. Now, some of you may be asking, okay, Mike Rogers, who is Mike Rogers? Give us some more details about Mike Rogers. He's a congressman, we understand that, but tell us more. So my friends, I'm going to share with you some more information. Congressman Mike Rogers, by the way, let me ask you, do you know what state Mike Rogers is from? What district? Like, where is his district? What state is he from? Can anyone guess? Don't look it up on the internet, okay? Just make a guess. Congressman Mike Rogers being considered for the position of the Secretary of Defense. Do you know where he's from? Okay. Swaggy writes Wisconsin. No, he's not from Wisconsin. By the way, Wisconsin has some great members of Congress. We have Brian Stile, who is excellent. We have Congressman Brian Stile. We have Congressman Derek Van Orden, Congressman Glenn Grothman. And there are others. We have a new congressman, Congressman-elect Tony Weed, up in the 8th Congressional District. We have Congressman Tiffany up in northern Wisconsin. So we have a good congressional delegation, good House members. Congressman Mike Rogers, Journey to Justice is writing Alabama. Exactly. Congressman Mike Rogers is from Alabama. And he is actually the chairman of a very important committee in the House. Emily is here. Hi, Emily. Thank you for being here. Congressman Mike Rogers is the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. House Armed Services Committee, very important committee position, very important committee. And so previously, Congressman Rogers served as the ranking member of the Committee on Homeland Security, and now he's the chair of the House Armed Services Committee. So it is very obvious that Congressman Mike Rogers has held important roles in the House. He has a very important role in the House right now, and it is being reported that Congressman Mike Rogers is being considered for the role of the Secretary of Defense. Okay, now there's another name that is being mentioned. Amanda, you love my jacket. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, people really like this jacket. I like it too. It's a very nice jacket. It's a Michael Kors. It says here? Can you see it? It's a Michael Kors. I love this jacket. I actually love the buttons here. The button here. Some jackets will have the elastic at the here at the end of the sleeve. They'll have elastic. I like this one. I can leave it open if I want to. It has two different positions. You can keep it loose or tight. Even if you leave it open, let's say I keep it unbuttoned, it's pretty nice. Okay. And what I usually do, I use the second one. I tighten it so it stays kind of in position, firm. So Yeah, I like it. I like the color. So thank you so much. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. And this is like the season for these light leather jackets because it is a little chilly out. We are in autumn. It is a little chilly. It's not too cold. Sometimes it's a little bit warm during the day, and then in the evening it's a little chilly. So this is like perfect. Uh, uh, if you wear this, it's not too heavy, but it protects you from the chilly wind. And then if I pull it up all the way, it protects my neck from all the cold, chilly wind, right? So, all right. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the kind words. Okay, let's see. Journey to Justice writes, you got a Harley to go with your... I don't have a Harley Davidson. I don't have a Harley Davidson. I wish I did. I don't. I don't have a Harley. Okay? But maybe in the future, right? Those Harleys are beautiful. I went to the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. Okay, I have pictures. This was years ago. I haven't been to the Harley Davidson Museum in many years, but I have pictures from many years ago when I went there. My mother and we both visited. So she enjoyed it. She loved Harley Davidson Museum. So we've got pictures. Okay. All right. But yeah, maybe in the future, Harley Davidson. I would love it. Michael Brown is here. Hello, Michael. Thank you for being here. Good to see you, Michael. Michael writes, howdy, everyone. Thank you, Michael. There are other viewers. All right. Okay, Emily, thanks for being here. All right. Hold on. All right, so as I was saying, there's another name. So I mentioned Mike Rogers, Congressman Mike Rogers from Alabama. He's being considered for the position of the Secretary of Defense, one of the most important cabinet positions. But there's another potential candidate whose name is being mentioned, and this is Congressman Mike Waltz. He's from Florida, and he served in the armed forces. Congressman Mike Waltz, he's a retired Green Beret. So Mike Waltz, currently he's on the House Armed Services Committee. He is also on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. He is also on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. So Congressman Mike Waltz has important positions in the House, different committee positions. And so we have to wait and see who Trump selects for this role. Is it going to be Congressman Mike Rogers? Is it going to be Congressman Mike Waltz? Or is it going to be somebody else, right? We don't know. Emily is asking about my YouTube journey. Emily, my live streams will continue. My podcast will continue. My writing, my blog, everything will continue. That is the plan. Okay? I have been blogging for years. I have been writing letters to editors and op-eds for years. I have been podcasting for years. I started doing live stream in January, but my live streams will continue. Okay, so just to answer your question, Emily, thank you for asking. Okay, my friends, we have to see who Trump selects for the Secretary of Defense. I think the next few weeks will tell us a lot. There will be many names mentioned for many different roles in the new Trump administration. Okay. So it's going to be very exciting. And as soon as I learn more, there'll be so many positions to fill, right? Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of State. That's going to be a big one. Secretary of State. There will be different ambassador positions, right? Ambassadors, to different countries. Trump will, Trump may have, candidates that he would want for different embassy positions as ambassadors to different countries. So there will be a lot to discuss. And as I move forward, with the live streams, I will share with you the latest information. I'll bring to you the latest updates, and I'll share with you my opinions, my comments, and my analysis. And obviously, I also want to hear from you. So please subscribe to this channel and continue to stay connected, and continue to participate in the live chat window, and continue to share with us your thoughts and opinions. Okay. All right, my friends. It is an exciting time. It really, really, really is an exciting time. Lots of anticipation, lots of excitement right now, my friends. So who else is here? Shelby. Thank you, Shelby, for being here. Turbo is here. Hello, Turbo. Thank you for joining. Turbo. All right. Amanda is writing, it's so quiet in this peaceful chat. It really is. All the trolls are gone. Where are the trolls? Where are the haters? Hi, Chazzy Star. Thank you for joining. Hi, Turbo. Yeah, the trolls and the haters are gone. Okay. There seems like there are some trolls, right? That's okay. All right. Okay. Some trolls are here. Hello. Where are the Kamala supporters? Hey, Kamala supporters, are you here? Any Kamala supporter here? Any Kamala supporter, please reveal yourself here. If you're watching, just say that you're here. Okay. If you want to write Kamala 2024, go ahead. You can write it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Somebody is mentioning dissenting opinion. Okay. Yeah. If you want to disagree with me, please participate and disagree with me. That's fine. As long as it's a respectful conversation, as long as it's constructive, as long as there are no insults, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay. So yeah, Liz is here. Hello, Liz. Ashton is here. Hello, Ashton. Thank you for being here. Ken is saying, I'm not a Kamala supporter. All right, Ken. Well, that's great to hear. It's great to hear, Ken. Thank you for... Ken supports Trump, right, Ken? If I remember correctly, Ken, you support Trump. Is that correct? Okay, a viewer writes, congrats on your guy winning. Okay, to the viewer who is saying congrats on your guy winning, would you just give me your first name so I can address you properly rather than addressing you by your username? Ken is writing yes. Ken supports Trump. Thank you, Ken. Team Trump is writing, can you guess who I support? The user's name is Team Trump. So we're trying to guess who you support, right? Who do you think the viewer named Team Trump supports? We have to think about it, right? Oh, Team Trump. Viewer named Team Trump. Okay, so a viewer named Team Trump is saying, can you guess who I support? Well, Team Trump, I know who you support. I know what agenda you support. Let me tell you. You support the guy who wants to make America great again. Is that correct? Is that right? All right. Okay, so the viewer who is a dissenting opinion is writing Aaron. So Aaron, thank you for being here. And Aaron wrote, congratulations on your guy winning. Well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you for your kind wishes, your congratulations. I really appreciate that. Okay. So, yeah, if you don't agree with us, that's fine, Aaron. You can still participate, and I hope you will participate. All right. Let's see. So you love the hat, right? I mean, there was so much of suspense. Like, where's the hat? Where's the hat? Why is Tosif not wearing the hat? What happened to the hat? Here's the hat, right here. It was always here. It is right here. The hat is here. Okay. We love the hat. Charlie is here. Hello, Charlie. Okay. Yeah. All right, my friends. Let's see. 94 likes on this video. Can we get to 100? Is it possible? Can we get 100 likes on this video? 100 likes. Can we make it happen? 100 likes. Can we do it, my friends? 95. 5 more to go. Like, comment, subscribe, as Claudia mentioned. Like, comment, subscribe, my friends. Okay, my friends, how many of you, so I just want to ask you, different question. How many of you have been to my website, tossifanam.net? That is my website, tossifanam.net. I just want to know, just curious, how many of you have seen my website? If you have not, that's perfectly fine. Sarah writes, we did. Okay. Amanda says, I took a look before. Claudia writes, been there. Well, thank you so very much. Team Trump is writing, no. Okay, well, you got to check out my website. Go to tossifanam.net. And what you can also do, if you type my name on a search engine, let's say you go to Google search and you type my name, Tossif Anam, in the search results, you will find my website. Go check out my website. Turbo writes yes. So a viewer writes, I'm just new, subbed, and waited 5 minutes. Well, thank you for doing that. Thank you. So my friends, if you have not seen my website, I would urge you to go take a look at my website. What I will continue doing going forward, the last several weeks, I have not been able to publish any blog posts, those written blog posts, just because I have been focusing so much on my live streaming that I really didn't get to publish blog posts. But going forward, now that the election is over, I know we are still waiting to find out the results from Arizona and Nevada, right? We are, and we're still waiting to find out some of the results from the House races. But we know who the winner is in the presidential. So what I'm going to do going forward, I will try to regularly publish blog posts, okay? I'm not saying a blog post every day, but it could be, maybe once a week or maybe twice a week. I'll try to publish blog posts. So if you want to check out my blog posts, make sure you go to my website, okay? You go to my website, and there you'll see my blog posts, okay? So that'll be great. And the other thing I want to highlight, my friends, I send out e-newsletters, okay? And I have hundreds and hundreds of people on my e-newsletter list, okay? So, and what I do in the e-newsletter is, I send it out usually with a message. So Um, Originally, when I started, sending out e-newsletters, I thought I will send out an e-newsletter once a week. But then I realized once a week, because of so many other things that I do, it's not possible. It's very time consuming, okay? Because I try to put a lot of information in my e-newsletter. And so then I thought, well, I'll do it once every 15 days. But in the last few months, because how busy I have been, it has also happened that, I maybe managed to send out one newsletter a month. But going forward, I will try to send out an e-newsletter once every 15 days. So one newsletter in a 2-week period. That would be my goal. And my e-newsletters are basically, usually there's a dear friends, a message. So at the start of every newsletter, I write, dear friends, and then I share whatever's in my heart. I can talk about, some personal experience. I can talk about elections. I can talk about some political development. I can talk about a great event that I went to, or some important op-ed that I wrote that got published. It can be anything. It's just a written message. It could be like this much, maybe a paragraph or two. It could be like 5 or 6 paragraphs, whatever. It starts with a message, and then usually in the rest of the e-newsletter, I sometimes share pictures of events that I've been to. I sometimes share my latest podcast episodes, like links to my latest podcast episodes. People can click on those links and listen to my podcast episodes. I also share links to my live stream videos. I can, let's say I wrote a letter to the editor that got published, then I usually also add a link to that letter to the editor. So it's just basically a periodic update from me. Okay. And if you want to be on that list, all I need is an email address. And what you can do, you can go to my website. And if you go to my website and you're on the home page, if you scroll down a little bit, then you will see there's a box. You actually have to go down quite a bit. I just saw it's towards the very end of the home page. It says stay connected, enter your email address below. So there's a space where you can enter your email address, and you can click join my email list. Okay. So you can join my email list, and if you do, the next time I send out an e-newsletter, you are going to receive a copy. Okay. Now, sometimes the e-newsletter may end up in your spam folder or your junk folder. So make sure you monitor the junk folder or the spam folder, and make sure you mark it that it's not a spam. Or what you can do is, if you give me your email address, if you want to, you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, you don't have to. This is I'm just telling you, it's an option. You can receive e-newsletters from me, but you don't have to if you don't want to. If you give me your email address, I can manually add you to my e-newsletter list. So you can either go to my website and join, okay, by entering your email address, or you can just give me your email address and I will add you. Now, you don't have to share your email address in the live chat, okay? Because whatever you write in the live chat, so many people can see it. If you don't want your email address to be public, you don't have to do it. What you can do, you can send me an email. My email address is tosif@tosifanam.net. Very easy. tosif@tosifanam.net. If you send me an email and you say, Tosif, add me to your email list, I will add you to my email list, okay? So you can do that. That way you're not sharing your email address with, thousands of people. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I just want to share with you, now that the election is over, I will try to go back to a regular schedule of publishing blog posts at least once a week. And then I'll also try to send out my e-newsletter, once every 2 weeks. Okay. And then in the future, if you think, I'm getting your e-newsletter, I don't like it, you can unsubscribe. Anytime you unsubscribe, you can do it. Okay. All right. Let's see. A viewer is writing, "Good evening, Toss. If we did it, yes." Jonathan is writing, "Just join the live. I can't believe you were right and Trump actually won." Yes. But you know what? I am not going to take the entire credit myself, because you know what? Yes. On this video, this is my channel. On this video, I have said that Trump's going to win. I'm very confident Trump's going to win. But so many other freedom-loving Americans who participate in the live chat, who have been watching my live streams for weeks and months, they have also said, yes, Trump's going to win. Trump's going to win. So, yes, I was confident that Trump will win, but not just me, okay? There are many other freedom-loving Americans on this channel. They are my friends right here. They also said Trump's going to win. So we, the freedom-loving Americans, we predicted that Trump will win. And yes, we are correct. Okay? So thank you so very much. It's really amazing, and I appreciate your kind words. Okay? I do. Thank you. All right. Okay. So let's see. Hold on one second. We are 1 hour 56 minutes into the live stream. This is so great. 1 hour 56 minutes. Almost 2 hours went by. So fast. So fast. All right, let's see. Hold on, my friends. I'm changing my screens right here. Claudia writes, "We wanted Trump." Yes, we did. Yes, we did. By the way, who's here for the first time? A viewer says, "I'm Brazilian. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Swellen? Sue Ellen? I am sorry. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Please forgive me. But thank you for joining, and thank you for subscribing. Who's here for the first time? Please let me know if you're here for the first time. Please let me know. Sue Ellen writes, "I'm in Rio de Janeiro." Oh, that is great. By the way, Brazil is a beautiful country. Beautiful country, Brazil. I have not been there, but I know it's beautiful. It's a very big country. Very, very big country. Sue Ellen. So that's your name. Okay, great. Okay. All right. So viewer named. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so Crockett is writing, "I am new." All right, Crockett. Crockett, what is your first name? If you want to share it, let me know your first name so I can address you by your first name. Okay? Let me know, all right? If you want to, you don't have to if you don't want to. Thank you for being here, Crockett. I appreciate it. By the way, my friends, help me spread my words, and help me reach more people. Help me reach more people, all right? That'd be so great. If you help me reach more people by subscribing, by liking, and by letting your friends, family members, and your neighbors know that there's this channel that they can subscribe and stay connected. Okay. So Sue Ellen is a lawyer in Brazil. All right, Sue Ellen. Well, thank you. Thanks for joining. This is great. Jonathan is writing, "Do you think Trump can end the Russia-Ukraine war?" Yes, I strongly believe that Donald Trump can find a solution to this war. I really think so. I'm very confident. And honestly, if we had 8 continuous years of Trump, okay, so Trump served one term and then Biden and Harris came to power. But let's say that Trump would have served 8 continuous years, okay, this war would not have started. This war would not have started. And the fact that this war has started, that's an issue. And so now Trump has to figure out a solution to this. And I think he can do it. He can do it. Trump can address this. All right. All right. I mean, really, Trump is the kind of leader who is a great negotiator. He can negotiate. He can negotiate very effectively. I mean, just go back and watch those videos. Watch those videos. Look at those images of Donald Trump stepping into North Korea. Stepping into North Korea. I mean, how did that happen? I mean, this is what powerful negotiation looks like. Donald Trump, his administration, communicated with North Korea, and those communications were so successful that the North Korean leader and Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, they had a meeting, and Trump is such a bold leader. Trump is such a courageous leader, such a successful leader, such a confident leader that, you know, he made history. He stepped into North Korea. I mean, we need a leader who can negotiate with our adversaries, you know, who can project strength. A leader who can strengthen our relationship with our allies, and also a leader who can make sure that our adversaries understand that how strong we are, that we will not be defeated. Okay? The countries that oppose the United States, the countries that are our adversaries, those countries will have to understand that we are very, very strong with a leader, with a strong leader, that is Donald Trump, and we will not be defeated. So we have to win. Okay? In terms of international affairs, we have to win. We have to project strength. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Let me know if you agree with me. Okay? Please let me know. Just say agree if you do. Donald Trump is a leader who can send a very strong message to our adversaries that the United States of America will not be defeated, that we are strong, very, very strong. And our allies will know that we have a leader who is going to strengthen our relationship with our allies. So, yeah, there are those countries out there who are our adversaries, but then we have lots of allies. We have lots of allies. The United States has great friends. And I always mention 4 names that come to mind, you know, and depending on who you ask, people will give you different names. But when I talk about allies, I always talk about Canada, I talk about the United Kingdom, I talk about Australia, I talk about New Zealand. Okay? And yes, we have other allies. You know, sometimes people tell me, oh, you didn't mention this country or you didn't mention that country. Yes, we have more allies. Okay? I'm just expressing my personal, you know, list of favorites, right? My personal list of favorites, you know, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand. So, you know, there are other names. We have other European allies. We have other allies around the world. You know, yeah. like South Korea, Japan, allies, right? So, my friends, thank you so very much. Let's see. Michael Brown writes, like Australia. Yes, Australia is a great ally. We love Australia. Australia, what an amazing country. I have not been to Australia. But Australia is just, I mean, you look at Australia on the map. It is a country, it is an island, it is a continent, right? Right? Australia, it's a country, it's an island, it is a continent. Australia is so awesome. And I sometimes look at the map of Australia and I just wonder, how amazing it would be to like visit Australia as a tourist and just like do a tour of the entire coastline. Like, start in whatever city, you pick a city and just go around, travel the entire coastline, right? Michael, have you done that? Michael, you are in Australia. So have you had have you traveled the coastline, or do you have recommendations on cities to visit or places to see? Michael, you're in Melbourne, right? You're in Melbourne. That's where Michael is, if I'm not mistaken. I know Michael mentioned it. By the way, I also think it would be really amazing to go to the center of the country. It is such a big country. It is a continent. So, like, if you are visiting Australia, I have never visited Australia. At some point, I'd love to go. Maybe spend like 2 weeks as a tourist. I don't know if 2 weeks would be enough. All right, but let's just say 2 weeks. Just go and visit. It would be so awesome, I think, to go to the center of the country. Right. So Michael writes, yes, I've been around all of Australia. It's beautiful. Yeah, it would be nice to go to like the center of the country and check out what's there. It is so big. It's a huge country, huge. Yeah. So, and New Zealand too. Very beautiful country. Would love to visit New Zealand. Would love to visit I have been to Canada. So Canada, I have not been to Australia. I've not been to New Zealand. I have been to Canada. So that's where I didn't get to like explore too many places in Canada, but I've been to Toronto. I've been there. Not in the different provinces, but Canada is huge. Canada is huge, right? Another very, very big country. So you want to go visit all the different provinces in Canada, go all the way far up north, which would be very exciting, I think. It's going to take a lot of time. All right, let's see. Tangerine is here. Hello, Tangerine. Michael Brown writes 2 months at least. Wow. At least, not like 2 months. So Michael Brown is saying, if you want to check out Australia, you need 2 months at least. And those are the key words, not 2 months. At least 2 months. So it may be way more than 2 months, right? Let's see. Okay, Crockett is writing. Let's see. Crockett is writing, the world is a better place with Trump as the president of the United States. Absolutely, I agree. I agree that the world is a better place with Trump as the president, okay? And I am eagerly waiting for January 2025 when Trump will be sworn in as the 47th president. All right, let's see. All right, my friends. Let me change the screen here. All right. Okay. What a wonderful live stream it has been. What a wonderful live stream. Okay, Michael Brown is writing, especially if you include Tasmania. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, Michael Brown, thank you for the suggestion about including Tasmania in the tour. So yeah, in the future, sometime it would be great to go and explore Australia as a tourist, and also perhaps Australia and New Zealand. Okay, two beautiful countries, two beautiful countries. Okay, my friends, that's all for tonight. In fact, it's morning because we are officially it's officially November the 9th. Okay, here in Wisconsin, according to the Central Time Zone. My friends, there's going to be a lot to discuss going forward. My live streams will continue. My live streams will continue. Hold on. My live streams will continue, so stay connected. Subscribe if you have not done so already. I apologize if I missed greeting anyone in the live chat. I see lots of viewers, lots of comments. So if I missed mentioning your name, I apologize. But you know that I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting this channel. Okay, so my friends, we are so hopeful. We are so optimistic about the future. Donald Trump is the president-elect. Soon he will be sworn in as the 47th President of the United States of America. And together we will make America great again. My friends, thank you so much for watching this live stream. Stay connected with me. Like this video. Watch my previous live streams if you have not done that. Support this channel. Tell your friends, tell your family members, tell your neighbors about this channel. Help me reach more people, help me grow the size of this community, help me get more subscribers so that I can spread my message of truth and freedom, my message of peace and prosperity and freedom and truth, to more people. Okay, help me reach more people. My friends, thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you, my friends. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.